Talo for lover guys, welcome back to our Sunday cooking episode. Special for Talo for to our Ainga members. Just want to say, hope everyone is okay. Hope the weekend's going well. Just started scraping the taro and we've got one ulu here. Today is going to be a really simple Sunday. I mean, it's probably the most simple Sunday I've ever had, which is only our umu, our luau, and soup. So really happy that it's gonna be a simple Sunday because that way I don't spend too much time in the kitchen, cooking. But yeah guys, I'm just gonna finish this off and then we'll head to the kitchen and start on the soup. So hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe guys. We'll see you guys soon. Alright, I'm gonna head to the kitchen now. Uncle's already scraped the coconuts for the luau, so I'm just gonna get Lloyd to come kakao the new or squeeze out the juice, and then we'll get started on the cooking. Alright, so got our umu, got our luau here. Uncle got avocados here from our avocado tree, waiting for them to ripe. So much avocados. We've got our popo for the Luau Ulo. So everything's here. So I'm just gonna quickly preheat the oven so that we can pop inside the umu. Alright guys, so we've got soup bones here, which is, we're going to put that on the stove now, get it on as early as possible. I wanted to do chicken curry today as well, so that there's two things, soup and a chicken curry. Unfortunately, there's a shortage of chickens here in Samoa, and as a result, we have no chicken on island. But see, had I known that earlier, I would have probably used one of the live chickens walking around. There's a shortage of dead chickens, but there's not a shortage of live chickens. Look at that. Look at those chickens. Oh, that could have been Sunday. Could have been Sunday tonight if I had known earlier. Yeah, that rooster's been really roosting. It's got a really cocky attitude, But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna get started on the soup. Alright, soup bone on. We've also got a bit of this pasta I made for dinner last night, which I'll probably have for breakfast. See, if you guys remember the last episode, I never eat before the Matai eats. But what if it's just leftovers from last night? Okay, so maybe we found a loophole in the Samoan culture. You can't eat the food that's being prepared for the matai, but if you're just heating up last night's leftover, should be fine. Let's hope nothing goes wrong in this episode. Alright guys, so just placed in the onions and the garlic in the soup. Remember, the key to any soup is the stock. A good stock. Doesn't matter what meat you put inside, but as long as the stock's good, it's the main attraction for soup. So I'm gonna get started on the luau, and then I found some bit of fish inside the fridge, so I'm gonna use that as well to make bit of fried fish. I think it's one of the skipperjack tuna, the aku. Alright, so yeah guys, just a bit of an update here in Samoa. The weather's been really bad lately, only because we've got a lot of tropical depressions coming through, so that's like developing, I wouldn't say developing cyclones, but maybe to some degree they are developing cyclones. And that's part of the reason why, if you guys saw the episode yesterday, there's a lot of fallen trees at our farm, but also the rain and stuff. But we enjoy the rain because it's good for the taro, but not so much the wind. But another good thing recently was there's quite an increase of taro at the markets. Agriculture has boomed recently, so which means that plus we also have breadfruit going on at the moment, the seasonal breadfruit, so the fuaka, that's what it's called. And what worries me is that because the breadfruit season has coincided with the harvesting of taro for many of the farmers and stuff, because there's quite a lot of taro at the markets. If you saw the pictures there, what worries me is that further down, probably towards June or July, we might be experiencing some taro shortages. So remember, with for every up cycle, there's a down cycle. So that's, and I'm pretty sure, just anticipating that there's definitely going to be a shortage of taro because all of the farmers have harvested their taros at the same time, and as a result, hopefully we've got some farmers that are still planting at the moment or that are harvesting. As you guys saw, one of our plots will be ready in the next 2 months, so people who will have taro in the next 2 months will probably weather that shortage of taro, and that then gives the chance for taro prices to spike around probably March, April, May or June. So it's always good to have a bit of knowledge on what's going on at the markets, especially farmers, so that way we can have a feel of what might happen in the near coming future. But another good crop that we haven't harvested yet is we've harvested a few, is our manioka, or tapioca, and we're really looking forward to harvesting that. So that'll definitely help us. That's another good crop, great for substitute for taro, but also during those times of shortages, it's probably best to utilize the manioka, but sell the taro. So that's something we'll look. We don't have a shortage of food here at our house because as you guys saw, we've still maintained planting, and that's the most important thing. We also have some wolfies around the farm, so that's also, I think they're probably over a year now, so that's something to look forward to, is using those woofers. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna quickly finish this and get it onto the stove so that we can get started on the fish. Right, I think the umu is now cooked, so we're gonna get it off and put in the second batch. So hot. Yeah, looks good. Time to play hot potato. Alright, almost done. Second batch gone in. I'm probably gonna throw in, I've got some sweet potatoes here. Also some of this vegetable. See if we can get it out. My wife said this is good for soups. It's called okra or something. Comment down below if you guys know what this is called. We'll get a closer look at this once we cut it up for the soup. Alright guys, so I just noticed I don't have oil to fry the fish. So just being a bit creative at the moment. You don't need oil. We have the soup stock, which is filled with oil. If you can see that, you can see that layer of oil. So I've actually popped a few of the stock into this pan, and then I'm going to reduce it down to an oil. So that's going to evaporate off the water from the stock. It's going to be left with an oil. Then we'll use that oil to fry the fish. One downside is that the fried fish might smell like beef, but that's okay. This fish is really fishy, really gamey. Also, I need to chop up the beef again just a little bit to smaller pieces, just so that it cooks quicker, because it might take a longer time, so I just want to make sure it cooks well. Alright, so as you guys could see there, that's what it looks like on the inside. We get a closer view of that. Yeah, it's a closer view of that. So I'm gonna chuck this all back into the soup now with the beef. Look at that, we got oil. Got all this sweet. Anyway, so got the sweet potatoes on. I'm just gonna also add a bit of stock because we've got tons of stock. So I'm just gonna add a bit of stock onto the sweet potatoes, steams it, and then just eventually fries it a bit while it's going to be in the oven. A bit. Space it out a bit. Alright, got our oil. Still got our pasta from last night, so that's good. Still haven't eaten that, probably won't. And we've got our soup. So I've just got the potatoes left for the soup. I'm also going to get started on the fish pretty soon. Alright, so this is our fish. Man, I'm telling you, it's got a strong fishy smell. Like really strong. That's because this is the aku. That's skipperjack tuna. Oh yeah, that a boy. All right, so we bought one of these fishes earlier during the week, but then we didn't finish it, so we divided it into fillets. For that was called a eel, and now I'm gonna use it to make a bit of fried fish. Alright, now fish is done. I'm going to get started on the fish, and then lastly on the luau. Just added a bit of black pepper for seasoning. There's already salt inside the stock, which has been reduced. So when it's reduced, the water goes off but leaves the saltiness, so it's a bit concentrated at the moment. So that's why I haven't added any salt to this. We're going to start frying it. The end of this is going to be steamed, so that's why we just want to quickly fry it, and then we'll add water, bit of butter, onion, and then we're going to steam it. Guys, second batch is out. It's going to be really quick, so I'm just going to pop in the next batch. Chop up the onions, throw them all back in, and then steam it with butter. So just added the fish back in, and also added onion. Now we're just going to add just a little bit of butter there, just a little bit of butter, and then we're going to add some water. Then we're going to add some water now. We don't want to add too much water because we don't want the fish to break apart, but just enough so that it builds some sort of juice. But I tasted it, guys, man, so good. I think that beef oil that we added really had magic in it, man. So good. But yeah, just gonna on the soup, almost done, and then taro and umala. Oh, almost forgot the luau. I'm gonna get started on this now. Alright, I'm gonna pop this on the heat. Press down just a little bit. Grab a bit. Yeah, that's pretty thick. I think we didn't dilute it, so I'm gonna dilute it again. One of the things I enjoy about diluting the pepe or suile miki and stuff is because it adds water. Water helps. The water helps with cooking the taro leaves, because the coconut cream is actually quite thick and has a tendency to reduce to an oil before the taro leaves are cooked. So that's why it's always good to add just a little bit to dilute down the coconut cream with water, so that there's water to actually cook the coconut leaves. So just gonna let that cook. Luau, fish, pasta, supo. Going pretty good for time. Alright guys, so food is almost ready, but I'm not digging the soup at the moment. It just looks bland, which is why I feel like it's missing something green. So we're gonna go get something green to add, which is the laupili. This should be good. I think laupili, the English word for laupili is like hibiscus spinach. It is a form of spinach. So I'm just gonna grab a few of these, and then we'll chop them up, finely chop them up, and then we'll add it to the soup. One good thing about laupili, it's an actual, like a thickener, so it'll be great for the soup as well. So to show you guys what I mean about a natural thickener, if you have a look at this, see it's like, see it's gooey and stuff. That's that thickening quality it has, kind of like aloe vera. Finally guys, to finish off our soup, noodles. What is a Samoan soup without noodles? I didn't want to break it apart because I like it long and stringy, so. Ooh man, so good. So good. Alright, just gonna check on the luau. Looking good. Just gonna tuck it all down a bit. Check on the fish. Fish is looking awesome. Smells great too. Alright guys, probably give this another 10-15 minutes and then we should be good. Alright guys, so we finally made it to the end. Really appreciate it guys. We're about to show you the results, so I really hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did making it. Alright, so we're gonna start from this side. Starting from this side, we've got our beef soup with okra, that thing I showed you that's green like a chili, laupili potatoes, and noodles. Coming on this side, you've got our omu, the taro, ulu, our fish, and then our luau. Oh, that looks so good. But I'm more excited about the soup. Ooh, yeah, baby. So good. So yeah, guys, no, I said it was going to be a simple Sunday. It starts off simple, but it does get complex. But it's I think it was a fairly simple Sunday today. I am going to enjoy this. One thing, guys, I just want to mention the fish. What I did today with the fish was the first time I did it, but man, it tasted really good. And I think it was probably because of the beef stock that we reduced to an oil, added so much flavor to the fish. But yeah, if you guys want to try it, do let me know, and we could I'll probably do a more specific video on that. But all you got to do is make a really good beef stock. Probably get it going for about 2 hours. Put in some salt, pepper, MSG, and a few veggies to make just to increase the flavor. And then after that, you get the fish inside. But man, it tasted really good when I tasted it today. If you guys want, I'm actually gonna taste it now. So see, there's a bit of fish. Oh man, so good. All right, guys. But I'm probably gonna sign off now. I'm gonna go enjoy the dinner with the family. You'll probably see me in the next episode in a different location. Bit of surprise, but we'll definitely catch you guys on our next episode. Just want to say thank you so much again, guys, for the support. I really appreciate it, and all of us here on the channel, the family, really appreciate the support you guys give for this channel, and the progress that we've made. It's all because of you guys. So just want to say thank you, guys. We'll definitely catch you on our next episode. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share our channel, guys, with family and friends. But until our next episode, guys, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you guys soon.